what's going on? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com coming to you from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, outside of Bryant-Denny Stadium, just days away from the home opener between Alabama and Fresno State. Each team enters 1-0 on the season. Alabama defeating Florida State last week 24-7. Fresno State beating Incarnate Word 66-0, scoring 8 touchdowns on the game. Now, the theme of this week has been improvement. Yes, even though Alabama is ranked number 1 in the coaches poll and AP poll, Alabama head football coach Nick Saban continues to talk about improvement.
The focus is on improvement, especially with younger players. We need to have more players play. We got opportunities created by injuries on special teams, opportunities created at various positions on defense. We got to develop more depth on our team. So that's been the real focus for us.
Nick Saban also talked about injuries and how they're going to affect this team. Remember, Alabama lost linebacker Terrell Lewis along with Christian Miller. Season-ending injuries. Anthony Jennings and Rashawn Evans also injured, not going to be playing this week against Fresno State. Here's Saban talking about this team playing this weekend against Fresno State and how they're going to have to deal with those injuries and get some younger guys playing time.
Well, we'll still play base. You know, we've got other guys that we're working at those positions. I think we won't have a choice but to play base in some of the games that we have down the road. So we have to use this time to develop the players that we have. You know, I think Anthony Jennings and Rashawn will both be out for this game, probably for sure. Hopefully we'll get them back soon after, but that's going to be a day-to-day decision probably. I don't think either guy could practice tomorrow. Typically when a guy can't practice on Thursday that hasn't practiced all week, I think it's pretty tough to play him in a game. So that's probably going to be the scenario with those guys. But we've got some other guys that are getting some valuable experience, and I think it's going to help in the long run in terms of the depth and the experience that these guys gain, but I do think we still have confidence that we can play base defense.
Saban also talked about Mike Locksley. Now, the assistant coach for Alabama who coaches the wide receivers lost his son tragically over the weekend in Maryland. Here's Saban talking about Mike Locksley and the funeral arrangements going forward, which will be next Monday following the Fresno State game.
Well, we're doing everything we can to support him and his family, and I think the funeral arrangements are going to be after the game. So I think the plan is for him to leave right after the game, and I think service will be on Monday. I don't know all the details, but you know, I told him he certainly wasn't expected to be here, that he could be and spend as much time as he needed with his family, and he said, you know, it's helpful for me to be here. It kind of gets my mind off of things, and so we're happy to have him and be around us and support him every way we can.
Now we go inside the numbers for Alabama and Fresno State. Last week, Alabama quarterback Jalen Hurts was 10 of 18 passing for 96 yards and 1 touchdown. Leading rusher entering this game is Damian Harris, who had 9 rushes for 73 yards. Leading receiver, Calvin Ridley, 7 receptions, 82 yards. Leading tackler, Sean Deon Hamilton, who was actually the SEC Defensive Player of the Week. Total offense for Alabama, 269 yards. The defense allowed 250 yards. Third down efficiency, very poor, only converting 3 of 16 attempts. Andy Papanassis kicking field goals was 3 for 5. Now for Fresno State, the Bulldogs are led by Jeff Tedford entering his first season. This year they are 1-0, as mentioned, beating Incarnate Word 66-0. The leading passer for Fresno is Jason Virgil, who was 16 of 29 for 246 yards and 1 touchdown. Leading tackler, Anthony Kelly, who had 6 tackles. Fresno State's defense allowed 125 yards. The offense racked up an incredible 613 yards. Now, playing at home, Alabama has won their last 27 of 28 games. Their last loss comes to Ole Miss in 2015. This weekend against Fresno State, they enter as a 43.5-point favorite. And you can catch all the coverage back at BamaInsider.com. Reporting from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, outside of Bryant-Denny Stadium, my name is Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com.